Hello dear students, welcome back. Today we are going to begin with our new lesson, The Cock and the Anthem, written by O. Henry. Now a brief introduction about the author first. O. Henry is actually the pen name. The real name is of the author is William Sidney Porter. He is American writer and he has written several stories. His followers or many people have given him or regards his stories as Smile with Tears. Smile with Tears, that means all his stories have a humorous beginning. Humorous incidents are given, but later at the end there are tears. It is a sad end. There is a twist at the end. In this lesson also there is a twist. But before that, let us enjoy the humorous incidents that take place in the life of Soapy. Soapy is the central character of our story. The Cock and the Anthem. Cock means police and anthem means a song which is national anthem, which we have. Jana Gana Mana is our national anthem, or there are anthems which are played in churches which have some morals in them. Those are anthems. Soapy left his bench and strolled out of the square. Now in the beginning itself it is said that Soapy left his bench. Now Soapy is a vagabond type of character. He has a criminal background, and vagabond means there is no intention in his life, or he has no honest livelihood. He just wanders from one place to another. This type of character Soapy is. Soapy left his bench and strolled out of the square. Left his bench, that means he is somewhere in the garden and left his bench and strolled out. The background of this story is that Soapy always takes shelter or spends his night in a garden on the chair. And now the winter season was approaching. It was already November or the end of November, and so it was getting cold. This setting is the of western countries, and in western countries winter seasons are very severe. At our place winter is not that severe, or even if it is very cold we wear sweater and it is okay. But in the western countries only a sweater or a jacket is of no use. So this Soapy, now he left his bench and he started walking in a luxurious way or in a idle way without any intention. He strolled out of the square and across the level sea of asphalt. Now what is asphalt? Asphalt is a mixture which is used to surface the road, that is asphalt, where Broadway and Fifth Avenue flow together. Up Broadway he turned and stopped at a luxurious cafe. Luxurious cafe means, you know, it's a hotel, and luxurious means which is very expensive and very cozy, very comfortable. He stopped at a luxurious cafe. Now there was something going on in Soapy's mind, as he wanted to have some cozy place, some warmth, so that he could spend his winter days. He was searching for such a place, and some idea has struck into his mind. He stopped at a luxurious cafe. Soapy had confidence in himself from the lowest button of his vest upward. Now this is the first attempt. Now what are these attempts for? Soapy had an idea to get into confinement. Confinement means prison. He had an idea to spend his winter days in the prison, where he will get free food and a warm place to spend his nights. And that is why he wanted to get into the prison somehow, and he started trying for it. Now this is the first attempt where Soapy is trying to get into the prison. So it is a luxurious cafe, and if it is a very luxurious or hi-fi hotel then, or hi-fi restaurant, then it is very difficult for some poor person to get into that cafe. Now let us see how he is trying to get into it. Soapy had confidence in himself from the lowest button of his vest upward. Now vest, V-E-S-T, vest means a coat which he was having. The coat was neat. It was not torn. It was in a well condition. He was shaven and his coat was trim, and his neat black bow had been presented to him. Now, he was shaven means he wanted to enter into the cafe, and that is why he wanted to present himself neat and tidy. So he had shaven himself, and his coat was trim, and his neck black bow. There was a black bow, small bow, which is worn round the neck. Not a tie, but a bow. Had been presented to him by a lady missionary on Thanksgiving Day. As we have many festivals in the same way, this Thanksgiving Day is a festival which is about a month before Christmas Eve. Now on that day, some people donate some things. Now here a lady missionary means a nun or sister whom we know are in convent school or in some missionary schools they are found. So this lady missionary had given this vest means coat, was given to this Soapy, and it was neat and clean. It was not torn at all. So his first intention was somehow to get into the cafe. If only he could reach a table in the restaurant unsuspected, success would be his. His first intention was somehow to get into the cafe. Then he would be successful in his intention. What was his intention? His intention was to get into the prison. Many people have different dreams, but this Soapy has the dream to get into the prison. This portion of him that he would show above the table would raise no doubt in the waiter's mind. There would be no doubt when once he reaches the table and he sits, occupies his place, only the top portion will be seen, and it was neat and clean, so nobody would doubt him. But his pants, his shoes were not in good condition. So somehow his first success was to get to the table. The roasted mallard duck, thought Soapy. Now while he was planning all these things, he also was planning what he was going to go and eat there. And that is why he was thinking. Now this type of good food was out of reach of Soapy. He did not earn anything, and that is why he could not have such type of good food. Now when he was planning to go to the cafe, what we can clearly rule out that he was going to eat food there in one of the expensive cafes, and then at the end he would tell that he had no money at all to pay. And then the waiters or the owner would call the cops, and the cops will throw him into the prison. That was his intention, and for this Soapy was trying. Now he also planned that anyway he was going to get arrested, then why not have a good food before going to the prison. So he had well planned what he was going to eat there. A roasted mallard duck, thought Soapy, would be about the thing with a bottle of wine and then some cheese, a cup of coffee and a cigar. This was the menu what he was going to take. Now let us see that is Soapy really able to get to the table? Will Soapy really be able to eat all these things? $1 for cigar would be enough. The cigar, only the cigar price is $1 and that is also too much for Soapy to purchase. The total would not be so high as to call forth any extreme of revenge. Now, while he was planning what he was going to eat, what he was going to do, everything he was planning, and he also had a plan, or he was also thinking that the price should not be very high, so that his main intention to go into the prison, that will be kept aside, and it will be revenged in extreme manner. This he did not want, and so he was very careful about that. The total would not be so high as to call forth any extreme of revenge from the cafe management, and yet the meat would leave him filled and happy for the journey to his winter island. The meat, the food, wine, whatever he was going to eat and drink would leave him filled and happy before going to the winter island. Winter island means prison. His winter island was the prison where he was going to get warmth and food free of cost. But as Soapy set foot inside the restaurant door, the head waiter's eye fell upon his tattered trousers and decadent shoes. Now his intention was to get into the cafe and settle down at the table somehow. But before he could do it, the head waiter noticed him, and his attention fell, or his eye fell upon his tattered trousers. Tattered means old and torn trousers, and decadent shoes. Decadent means old and torn, worn out. Old and worn out shoes. The head waiter's eye fell upon. Eye fell upon means he noticed. The head waiter, he noticed the tattered trousers and decadent shoes. Strong and ready hands turned him about and conveyed him in silence and haste to the sidewalk. As soon as the head waiter noticed it, he called some strong men there and he took Soapy out from the cafe and conveyed him. Conveyed means carried him in silence without disturbing any of the customers in the cafe. Silently they did all these things, and in silence and haste. Haste means hurry, so that nobody should notice all this chaos. To the sidewalk and averted. Averted means prevented the ignoble fate of the menaced mallard. Now averted means prevented. What was being prevented is the ignoble fate. Ignoble means dishonored. Fate. Fate means fortune, future of the menaced. Menaced means danger, possible danger. Now, to avoid all the chaos which could take place in the cafe, to avoid all this, the strong men who were always there, maybe the guards, they took Soapy away from the cafe silently and in a haste. This was his first attempt to get into the prison. In this way, Sophie tries several attempts to get into the prison. Let us stop here. In our second part, we will go through several attempts that Sophie tries to get into the prison. Till then, enjoy learning. Thank you.